work on yourself. The greatest investment you will ever make is in yourself. You are your own greatest asset, but if you neglect yourself, you will never rise beyond your limitations. Growth is intentional, not accidental. If you want to become better, you must work on yourself deliberately. First, develop a vision for your life. A person without vision is like a ship without a compass, lost, drifting and vulnerable to every storm. Vision gives you direction, discipline, and drive. Write it down, make it plain, and pursue it with passion. Second, commit to personal development. You cannot grow beyond what you know. Read, study, and learn daily. Expose yourself to knowledge that challenges your thinking and expands your capacity. Growth is not a one-time event, it is a lifelong journey. Vision is the foundation of all success. Without it, the person drifts through life without direction, purpose, or fulfillment. Vision is more than just an idea or a dream. It is a clear mental picture of your desired future. It gives you a sense of purpose, a reason to wake up every morning with determination. Without vision, people live by chance rather than by choice, reacting to circumstances instead of creating them. Vision defines your path, shapes your decisions, and influences the way you spend your time, energy, and resources. A strong vision is not something you stumble upon. It is something you must seek out with intention. It requires reflection, clarity, and conviction. Many people never discover their vision because they are too busy surviving rather than striving. They go through life doing what is expected, following routines, and meeting the demands of others without ever stopping to ask, what am I truly here for? Vision is not about where you are now, it is about where you are going. It is not dictated by your present reality, but by your future potential. It requires you to see beyond the temporary and focus on the ultimate. Vision must be written down and made clear. A vision that only exists in your mind is easily forgotten. Writing it down makes it real, tangible, and something you can return to for guidance. It keeps you accountable, giving you a reference point to measure progress. When challenges arise, and they will, your written vision becomes your anchor. It reminds you why you started, what you are working toward, and why you must keep going. A written vision is not just for inspiration, it is for direction. It helps you filter out distractions, avoid unnecessary detours, and stay on course. True vision is always bigger than you. If your vision only benefits you, it is too small. Real vision impacts others, influences generations, and creates lasting change. It is not about selfish ambition, it is about contribution. It solves problems, fills gaps, and meets needs. People with true vision do not just chase success, they pursue significance. They understand that their purpose is connected to making a difference. Visionaries think beyond themselves. They see how their gifts, talents, and passions can serve the world. They recognize that their existence is not an accident and that their vision is a responsibility. Clarity of vision determines the quality of your decisions. When you know where you are going, it becomes easier to say no to distractions. Every opportunity is not for you. Every invitation is not worth accepting. And every idea is not worth pursuing. Vision brings focus. It helps you differentiate between what is urgent and what is important. Without vision, people chase after everything and end up with nothing. They waste time on things that do not align with their purpose and wonder why they feel empty. Vision eliminates confusion and provides direction. It keeps you from wandering and helps you stay intentional about your journey. Vision requires courage. It is not for the fearful or the faint-hearted. True vision will demand that you step out of your comfort zone, take risks, and move forward despite uncertainty. Many people have ideas but never act on them because they are afraid of failure. Visionaries understand that failure is not the enemy, stagnation is. They are willing to fail, learn, adjust, and keep moving forward. They know that every great achievement began with a step of faith. If you wait until everything is perfect, you will never start. Vision pushes you to act, to build, and to create even when the odds seem against you. Vision is the foundation of all success. Without it, a person drifts through life without direction, purpose, or fulfillment. Vision is more than just an idea or a dream. It is a clear mental picture of your desired future. It gives you a sense of purpose, a reason to wake up every morning with determination. Without vision, people live by chance rather than by choice, reacting to circumstances instead of creating them. Vision defines your path, shapes your decisions, and influences the way you spend your time, energy, and resources. A strong vision is not something you stumble upon. It is something you must seek out with intention. It requires reflection, clarity, and conviction. Many people never discover their vision because they are too busy surviving rather than striving. They go through life doing what is expected, following routines, and meeting the demands of others without ever stopping to ask, what am I truly here for? Vision is not about where you are now. It is about where you are going. It is not dictated by your present reality, but by your future potential. It requires you to see beyond the temporary and focus on the ultimate. Vision must be written down and made clear. A vision that only exists in your mind is easily forgotten. Writing it down makes it real, tangible, and something you can return to for guidance. It keeps you accountable, giving you a reference point to measure progress. When challenges arise, and they will, your written vision becomes your anchor. It reminds you why you started, what you are working toward, and why you must keep going. A written vision is not just for inspiration, it is for direction. It helps you filter out distractions, avoid unnecessary detours, and stay on course. True vision is always bigger than you. If your vision only benefits you, it is too small. Real vision impacts others, influences generations, and creates lasting change. It is not about selfish ambition, it is about contribution. It solves problems, fills gaps, and meets needs. People with true vision do not just chase success, they pursue significance. They understand that their purpose is connected to making a difference. Visionaries think beyond themselves. They see how their gifts, talents, and passions can serve the world. They recognize that their existence is not an accident, and that their vision is a responsibility. Clarity of vision determines the quality of your decisions. When you know where you are going, it becomes easier to say no to distractions. Every opportunity is not for you. Every invitation is not worth accepting, and every idea is not worth pursuing. Vision brings focus. It helps you differentiate between what is urgent and what is important. Without vision, people chase after everything and end up with nothing. They waste time on things that do not align with their purpose and wonder why they feel empty. Vision eliminates confusion and provides direction. It keeps you from wandering and helps you stay intentional about your journey. Vision requires courage. It is not for the fearful or the faint-hearted. True vision will demand that you step out of your comfort zone, take risks, and move forward despite uncertainty. Many people have ideas but never act on them because they are afraid of failure. Visionaries understand that failure is not the enemy, stagnation is. They are willing to fail, learn, adjust, and keep moving forward. They know that every great achievement began with a step of faith. If you wait until everything is perfect, you will never start. Vision pushes you to act, to build, and to create even when the odds seem against you. Personal development is not an event, it is a continuous journey. No one rises above the level of their own growth. The greatest limitation a person will ever face is not external circumstances, but internal stagnation. Growth is a deliberate process that requires effort, commitment, and consistency. The mind, just like the body, must be exercised and nourished daily. If a person stops learning, they stop growing. If they stop growing, they become ineffective, outdated, and incapable of handling greater responsibilities. Success is not about what a person attains, it is about who they become in the process. The pursuit of personal growth begins with self-awareness. A person cannot change what they do not acknowledge. Many people live in ignorance, never assessing their strengths, weaknesses, and areas that need improvement. They assume that time alone will make them better, but time does not change a person, intentional effort does. Self-awareness requires deep reflection and honesty. It demands looking beyond surface-level achievements and identifying gaps that need to be filled. The most successful people in the world are not those who believe they know everything, but those who recognize how much they still need to learn. Knowledge is the foundation of growth. A person cannot perform beyond what they know. If they want to do more, they must know more. This means reading books, studying successful individuals, and exposing the mind to new information. The brain is like a muscle. The more it is used, the sharper it becomes. What a person feeds their mind determines the quality of their thoughts, decisions, and actions. Those who invest in knowledge position themselves for opportunities that others are not prepared for. They see possibilities where others see obstacles. Personal development requires discipline. Learning is not convenient, and growth does not happen by accident. It takes deliberate effort to set aside time for reading, studying, and improving skills. Many people desire success but are not willing to put in the work to develop themselves. They want results without the process, but life does not work that way. Every great leader, innovator, and influencer spend years refining their skills, expanding their knowledge, and developing their capacity. Success does not come to those who wait for it, it comes to those who prepare for it. Exposure is another key element of growth. A person cannot grow beyond their environment. If they are only surrounded by people who think small, they will think small. If they only hear conversations about limitations, they will live within those limitations. Growth requires stepping into new spaces, interacting with people who think differently, and experiencing new challenges. Those who remain in the same environment without expanding their perspective remain trapped in mediocrity. The mind must be stretched, challenged, and exposed to greater possibilities. Applying knowledge is what separates those who grow from those who remain stagnant. Information without application is useless. Many people read books, attend seminars, and listen to motivational messages, but never implement what they learn. They mistake knowledge for growth, but real transformation comes through action. Growth is not about what a person hears, it is about what they do with what they hear. Those who grow apply new knowledge, test new ideas, and take risks. They understand that mistakes are part of the process and that every lesson learned brings them closer to mastery. The process of growth also requires patience. Personal development is not instant. It takes time to refine skills, strengthen character, and develop wisdom. Those who expect overnight success will always be disappointed. Growth is like planting a seed. It must be nurtured, watered, and protected before it produces fruit. Many people give up too soon because they do not see immediate results. They abandon the process and remain at the same level year after year. Those who truly commit to growth understand that progress is gradual, but every step forward brings them closer to excellence. The people a person surrounds themselves with determine the direction of their life. No one succeeds in isolation and no one fails alone. The influence of relationships is powerful, shaping thoughts, habits, and decisions. A person's environment can either push them toward greatness or pull them into mediocrity. Many dreams have been destroyed by wrong associations, while many lives have been elevated by the right connections. Every person must evaluate their circle and determine whether the people around them are assets or liabilities to their future. The law of association states that a person becomes like the individuals they spend the most time with. Attitudes, mindsets, and behaviors are contagious. If someone walks with disciplined people, they develop discipline. If they are surrounded by visionaries, they start to think bigger. But if they keep company with those who lack ambition, they will find themselves settling for less. Influence is subtle, but it is powerful. Many people do not realize how much their environment is shaping them until they look back and see how much they have changed. Choosing the right people requires intentionality. Many individuals maintain relationships out of habit rather than purpose. They allow negative, draining, or uninspiring people to remain in their lives simply because of history or familiarity. But loyalty to the wrong relationships can be costly. Not everyone is meant to walk the entire journey with them. Some people were only meant to be in their lives for a season, but holding on to them can become a burden. Growth requires pruning. And sometimes that means letting go of relationships that no longer align with the vision. The right people challenge, inspire, and stretch a person beyond their comfort zone. They do not allow them to settle for less than their potential. They speak truth even when it is uncomfortable. They push them to think bigger, work harder, and stay committed to their goals. These are people who celebrate their success but also hold them accountable in moments of weakness. They see their potential even when they doubt themselves. Every great achiever has had mentors, friends, or advisors who pushed them when they wanted to quit. There is a difference between people who add value and those who drain energy. Some relationships are based on mutual growth, where both individuals sharpen and strengthen each other. Others are one-sided, where one person is always giving, encouraging, and supporting, while the other takes without contributing. Healthy relationships are built on reciprocity. A person must surround themselves with those who uplift and invest in them, not just those who take from them. Energy is a valuable resource, and wasting it on the wrong people can slow progress. Discernment is necessary when building relationships. Not everyone who smiles is a friend, and not everyone who criticizes is an enemy. Some people disguise their jealousy as concern, while others hide their wisdom in correction. True friends are not those who only agree with everything, but those who challenge and refine. The ability to recognize genuine connections is a skill that must be developed. Many people have been betrayed because they trusted the wrong individuals, while others have overlooked valuable relationships because they misunderstood correction as opposition. Seeking out mentors and role models accelerates growth. Learning from those who have already succeeded in a given field provides guidance, wisdom, and shortcuts to progress. The greatest leaders were once followers. A mentor's experience helps a person avoid costly mistakes, navigate challenges, and make better decisions. But mentorship is not just about receiving, it is about applying the lessons learned. Many people seek advice but never implement it, remaining in the same position despite having access to valuable wisdom. The right mentor does not just give answers, but teaches how to think, adapt, and improve. Discipline is the foundation of success. Talent, intelligence, and ambition mean nothing without the ability to control actions, stay committed, and follow through on goals. Many people have great ideas but never execute them because they lack discipline. Others start with enthusiasm but give up when challenges arise because they have not trained themselves to endure the process. The difference between those who succeed and those who remain average is not just ability, but the willingness to stay consistent even when motivation fades. Discipline requires a strong mindset. The battle is first won in the mind before it is won in action. Many people lose before they even begin because they allow excuses, distractions, and emotions to dictate their decisions. They wait for the perfect conditions, the right mood or external motivation before taking action. But successful people do not rely on feelings, they rely on principles. They have trained their minds to prioritize commitment over comfort. If a person cannot master their mind, they will struggle to master their actions. Habits shape destiny. Small, consistent actions done over time produce extraordinary results. Many people underestimate the power of daily habits because they seem insignificant in the moment. Skipping one workout, procrastinating on one task, or spending an extra hour on distractions may not seem harmful initially, but over time these small decisions shape character and outcomes. Discipline is built in the small, unnoticed moments of life. The person who practices self-control in little things will develop the strength to handle bigger challenges. Time management is a direct reflection of discipline. How a person uses their time determines the quality of their life. Many people waste hours on entertainment, unnecessary distractions, and activities that do not contribute to their growth. They complain about not having enough time, but fail to realize that time is not found, it is made. Prioritizing the most important tasks, eliminating distractions, and setting clear goals are all habits of disciplined individuals. Those who do not control their time will always be controlled by circumstances. Discipline demands sacrifice. There is always a price for success, and that price is paid in effort, consistency, and delayed gratification. Many people want results without the process, rewards without the work, and success without struggle. But nothing valuable comes without cost. Those who achieve great things are willing to give up temporary pleasures for long-term fulfillment. They understand that the pain of discipline is far less than the pain of regret. While others choose comfort, they choose commitment. Emotions can be the greatest enemy of discipline. Many people allow feelings to dictate their actions. If they feel tired, they quit. If they feel discouraged, they stop trying. If they feel uninspired, they delay action. But emotions are unreliable and constantly changing. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done regardless of how one feels. Those who wait to feel like it will never accomplish anything significant. They train themselves to act first, and motivation follows. Accountability strengthens discipline. Trying to stay committed alone can be difficult, but having systems, mentors, or partners in place helps maintain consistency. People are more likely to follow through when they know someone is watching or holding them responsible. Self-discipline is the goal, but external accountability is a powerful tool to get there. Many successful individuals have routines, schedules, or people who ensure they stay on track. They do not rely on willpower alone. They create structures that force them to stay committed. Growth is impossible without discipline. People admire the results of successful individuals, but often overlook the years of unseen effort, sacrifice, and consistency that produce those results. The athlete who wins the race, the entrepreneur who builds an empire, and the leader who influences nations all have one thing in common: they mastered themselves first. Knowledge is the foundation of success. A person cannot rise above what they know. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle is often the information they have and how they apply it. Many people desire growth, wealth, and influence, but they do not prioritize learning. They assume that what they already know is enough, failing to realize that knowledge must be constantly updated, refined, and expanded. The world is always evolving, and those who do not commit to continuous learning are left behind. Reading is one of the most powerful ways to acquire knowledge. Books contain the wisdom, experiences, and insights of those who have already achieved success. They provide access to the minds of great thinkers, leaders, and innovators. Many people do not take advantage of this because they prefer entertainment over education. But knowledge is not gained through passive consumption. It is gained through deliberate effort. Those who discipline themselves to read daily expand their thinking, sharpen their decision making, and open doors to opportunities that others miss. Learning is not limited to books. It comes from experiences, mentors, observation, and even failures. Every challenge is a lesson, every mistake is a teacher, and every encounter is an opportunity to gain insight. Those who are willing to reflect on their experiences and extract wisdom from them accelerate their growth. The key is to remain teachable. Many people stop learning because they become comfortable with what they already know. They assume they have arrived, but the moment a person stops learning is the moment they stop growing. Exposure to new ideas broadens perspective. Many people remain limited because they only consume information that reinforces what they already believe. They stay within the same circles, listen to the same opinions, and resist anything that challenges their thinking. Growth requires stepping outside of familiar territory. It means listening to different viewpoints, engaging in new conversations, and considering perspectives that may initially feel uncomfortable. The more a person expands their knowledge base, the more solutions they can see, and the more creative and adaptable they become. Applying knowledge is just as important as acquiring it. Many people accumulate information but never use it. They attend seminars, read books, and take courses, but their lives remain the same because they do not implement what they learn. Your knowledge without action is wasted potential. Real growth happens when information is put into practice. Those who apply what they learn refine their skills, develop confidence, and produce results that set them apart. Surrounding oneself with intelligent and knowledgeable people accelerates learning. The right environment challenges a person to think bigger, ask better questions, and seek deeper understanding. Conversations with those who have more experience provide insights that cannot be learned in isolation. Many people remain stuck because they are unwilling to seek guidance or learn from others. Pride keeps them from asking questions, and fear keeps them from stepping into environments where they are not the smartest person in the room. But those who are humble enough to learn from others gain wisdom that shortcuts years of struggle. Technology has made knowledge more accessible than ever before. In previous generations, learning was limited to books and direct mentorship, but today, information is available instantly. Online courses, podcasts, audiobooks, and articles provide endless opportunities to grow. Yet, many people waste this access by consuming distractions instead of valuable content. Time spent scrolling through entertainment could be used to acquire skills, gain wisdom, and build expertise. The choice between knowledge and distraction determines the direction of a person's future. The pursuit of knowledge requires consistency. Learning cannot be occasional or seasonal. It must be a lifelong habit. The most successful individuals in the world never stop educating themselves. They know that what worked yesterday may not work tomorrow, and staying ahead requires constant adaptation. They prioritize personal development because they understand that the more they grow, the more they can achieve. Character is the foundation of lasting success. Many people focus on developing their skills, talents, and outward abilities. But without strong character, everything they build is unstable. Character determines how a person handles success, responds to challenges, and treats others. It is the invisible force that sustains greatness. Talent may open doors, but character determines whether a person can remain in the room. Many people rise quickly, but fall just as fast because they neglected the inner work required to sustain their achievements. Integrity is one of the most important aspects of character. It is the ability to remain honest, trustworthy, and consistent in values, even when no one is watching. A person with integrity does not change their principles based on convenience or pressure. They do what is right, even when it is difficult. Many opportunities have been lost because people lacked integrity. They were talented, intelligent, and skilled, but their dishonesty, lack of reliability, or unethical behavior disqualified them. Trust takes years to build, but only moments to destroy. Those who protect their integrity create a reputation that opens greater doors. Discipline is another critical component of character. Many people have the ability to succeed, but they lack the self-control to maintain their focus. They give in to distractions, make impulsive decisions, and fail to follow through on commitments. Discipline is what separates those who achieve lasting success from those who experience temporary victories. It is the ability to stay consistent, make sacrifices, and resist temptations that could derail progress. Without discipline, talent is wasted, potential is unfulfilled, and opportunities are lost. Humility strengthens character by keeping a person grounded. Many people fail not because they lack ability, but because they become arrogant. Success can be dangerous when it blinds a person to their need for continued growth. Those who remain humble are always learning, improving, and recognizing that there is more to achieve. They do not allow achievements to make them complacent. They listen to feedback, accept correction, and surround themselves with people who challenge them to be better. Pride leads to downfall, but humility sustains greatness. How a person treats others is a reflection of their character. Many people focus on impressing those in power while neglecting those they consider less important. But true character is revealed in how a person treats those who can do nothing for them. Respect, kindness, and fairness should not be reserved for certain individuals, but should be a way of life. People remember how they were treated long after they forget accomplishments. A person's influence is often determined not just by their skills, but by their ability to build meaningful relationships based on trust and respect. Resilience is another mark of strong character. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and disappointments. Many people give up when they face difficulties because they lack inner strength. Resilience is the ability to endure hardship, learn from failure, and keep moving forward. It is the refusal to allow obstacles to define one's future. Those with resilience see failure as a lesson rather than an end point. They use challenges as stepping stones rather than excuses to quit. Every great achievement in history was accomplished by those who refused to give up despite the difficulties they faced. Accountability strengthens character by ensuring that a person remains responsible for their actions. Many people avoid accountability because they do not want to be corrected or challenged. But those who embrace accountability grow faster, avoid unnecessary mistakes, and maintain integrity. They surround themselves with mentors, advisors, and people who will tell them the truth, even when it is uncomfortable. They understand that accountability is not a weakness, but a tool for success. Those who refuse accountability often make poor decisions that could have been prevented with wise counsel. Consistency is the key to mastery. Many people start strong, but fail to maintain momentum because they lack the discipline to keep going. The difference between those who achieve great things and those who remain average is not just talent or opportunity. It is the ability to stay committed to the process, even when results are not immediate. Success is not built on occasional effort, but on daily habits. Small, repeated actions over time produce significant outcomes. Those who master consistency become unstoppable because they understand that progress is made through persistence, not perfection. Commitment to a goal must be stronger than emotions. Many people only take action when they feel motivated, but motivation is unreliable. Feelings change, and waiting for the right mood leads to inconsistency. True commitment means doing the work regardless of how one feels. Athletes train when they're tired, entrepreneurs build when they're discouraged, and leaders lead even when they face opposition. Those who rely on emotions to determine their actions will always struggle with inconsistency. Discipline is the ability to stay focused, whether the conditions are favorable or not. Building consistency starts with developing routines. Every successful person has a structure that keeps them on track. Routines eliminate the need to rely on willpower because they create automatic habits. Many people fail because they leave their progress to chance. They hope to find time instead of making time. Without a system in place, distractions take over and progress slows. Those who build strong routines position themselves for long-term success because they remove unnecessary decisions and focus on what truly matters. Focus is a crucial part of consistency. Many people start multiple things but never finish because they lack direction. They jump from one idea to another, seeking quick results but never staying long enough to see real progress. Mastery requires depth, not just variety. Those who achieve excellence commit to one path, refining their skills, improving their craft, and building expertise. Distraction is the enemy of progress. Those who learn to shut out noise, ignore shortcuts, and focus on their vision develop the consistency needed for long-term success. Time management is another factor in consistency. Many people claim they do not have enough time, but the truth is that time is often wasted on unproductive activities. Successful individuals understand the value of time and prioritize tasks that move them closer to their goals. They do not allow social media, entertainment, or unnecessary distractions to control their schedule. They set clear priorities, eliminate what does not serve their purpose, and remain committed to productive habits. Those who manage their time well develop consistency because they stay on track without constant setbacks. Accountability strengthens consistency. Many people struggle to stay committed because they have no one holding them responsible. When no one is watching, it is easy to relax, procrastinate, or make excuses. But those who create systems of accountability remain consistent because they know someone is checking on their progress. This could be a mentor, a coach, a friend, or even a personal tracking system. The key is to create an environment where commitment is reinforced through responsibility. Those who surround themselves with people who challenge them to stay on course develop unshakable discipline. The ability to keep going despite obstacles is a defining trait of those who succeed. Many people give up too soon because they expect results without struggle. They start a project, business, or personal goal with excitement, but when challenges arise, they lose motivation. The most successful individuals understand that setbacks are part of the process. They do not allow failure, criticism, or slow progress to discourage them. Instead, they adjust, learn, and keep moving forward. Every major achievement in history was built on the foundation of persistence.